I'm just going to reaffirm protection, calling upon my guides, calling upon Archangel Michael to cast a circle of protection around us, letting only the highest frequencies of love and light enter into this sacred space, enter into this sacred vessel. We call upon the highest frequency of the being known as John Lennon on our planet to enter into this space, enter into this awareness, bringing messages of the highest and greatest good for the Awakened Creators community to receive at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. Okay, there's already some messaging coming in now about feeling misunderstood in his lifetime, feeling misunderstood by a lot of different people, and wanting to console and bring comfort to those creators who really just feel not like no one understands them. No one understands what they're really trying to do, what they're really trying to bring forward, what they're really trying to say in their artwork. A lot of people have labels they want to put on things. They want to make, well, constellations. They want to bring their own they want to bring their own perspective to whatever it is that you are sharing. And so it can be really frustrating sometimes as an artist to be bringing forth something and not feeling like it's getting across in the way that you really wanted it to, that you really wanted it to be understood at a higher level. And in fact, it ends up turning into something else. It ends up turning into pop culture or turning into something missing the point, that doesn't quite resonate with what you intended when you were starting out your creative process. There's some disappointment, some heart chakra pain here in that feeling not understood whilst you are trying to share your message with the world. And that can be very frustrating. He understands that can be very, very frustrating. I'm asking what can we do about that then? I understand that it's frustrating, but what are we to do then? And the messaging that I'm getting regarding the response is that it really all just ends up not really mattering at the end of the day. That the messaging that needs to get through gets through to the people it needs to get through to, and eventually it will resonate in the way that you intended once humanity's consciousness has matched up with the frequency that you were bringing. And so as a fellow star seed, he is reminding some of us that we have energies that we are channeling through our heart work that are beyond where we're at on the planet. And so it's not going to be understood. It's like asking someone who doesn't understand a foreign language to instantly understand a foreign language before they've studied it. Okay, so to recognize and allow your heart to be reassured that eventually that humanity will catch up with the energy of your heart work, and it will make the difference and impact that you had intended the time that you channeled it through you, but that it's not your responsibility to force people to understand it the way that you intended it to be understood. It's an interesting message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a lot of heart pain associated with that. I'm feeling physically in my body. I'm not feeling understood. What else? What else? We all want to be remembered a certain way. When we're there, and your legacy as an artist is not going to again necessarily follow in kind with your intentions for the planet, and that is okay. That humanity remembers you maybe differently than you were, or differently than you wanted them to. The beautiful thing about that is that you're no longer here, so it doesn't really matter to you as an energy anymore. But it can matter to you when you are embodied and living through that experience. So just to remember that you are at a soul level beyond all of that. And so you can kind of let that go. Let that go, how you're perceived by people, and what you leave behind after you go. Let that go. It doesn't end up being as important as it feels while you're embodied. And when you get to the other side, you see much perspective, and you realize that none of that was very important to you, really, truly, after all. Mm. He wants to talk about partnerships and collaborations, and how, while embodied, you know he offered himself up to these collaborations and these mutually agreed upon creative endeavors. And it's really important to those of you who are in collaborations or seeking collaborations to understand it's a give and take, and you cannot allow yourself to refuse other people's voices and to refuse other people's perspectives. And that our greatest gift as humans is our ability to connect with other people. And in denying that, by insisting on having our way in creative collaborations, it blocks the true level of creativity that could have possibly come through that union. And so there's an air of humility that must be associated with any creative collaboration, that one must be ready to surrender themselves to the other voices and expressions in the group or in the partnership, that allows for both to be equally heard in their own individualities, yet together. And as you are engaged in collaborative work, it behooves you to listen still to your intuition and ensure that you are not engaged with an individual who's no longer resonating with you. That is the case, then walk away. Let it be amicable, let it be friendly, let it be kind, and just let them know that it is not in alignment with you any longer, and not to try to force it to work unless the working together feels like an interesting spiritual challenge for you. And you'll know the difference if it's just out of alignment completely, or if it's challenging you with purpose to help you grow. In that case, stay in the partnership, stay in the collaboration, and work on whatever you need to work on to open yourself up more to getting into alignment with this individual or others in this group. It takes a very special kind of energy to open up oneself to really work with someone else creatively. And it's like a dance, and it's your dance partner, and you really got to be in tune with one another in order for it to work. So make sure you are dancing to the same song. Make sure you're dancing to the same song. That's sweet. What else? What else? There's an interesting reflection coming back to me at this time prior to the live starting, feeling an aversion to technology, which I found interesting, an urgency to go outside. And that's coming back now. That information is coming back. And he's saying your best music, your best creations are in some way inspired by nature. And to allow yourself to bring back that connection to the earth and be in union with earth while you're embodied. We miss that. He's saying you miss that on this side. You miss that unity with earth that's possible. It's a very special connection. And he's urging us all to go outside, go outside, go outside, go outside, go outside, breathe the air, touch the ground, sit by a tree, like be by the water. There's an ungodly disconnect. Is the words I'm hearing. An ungodly disconnect between humanity and earth. and we must restore it. And the only way we can do that is by reconnecting, by consciously reconnecting with the planet and its consciousness, and touching earth, touching things while we're at the park or wherever we are, in the forest, at the beach, getting in tune with it and allowing ourselves to become inspired by it. Whether it's a color, whether it's an animal, an element, it doesn't matter. You'll be inspired almost automatically just by being in union with earth. It's so inspiring. So if ever you are feeling creatively blocked, go outside. Go out, go for a walk. Go connect to nature. Go be a part of what you are a part of while you're there. Because it's unique, one of a kind experience being human and connecting to the earth in the way that a human can connect to the earth. So thank you for that. Mm. Mm. What else? What else? Mm. I feel a quieting, so the messages flow is slowed down. I'm going to open up to any questions that might be present, and asking any general, like, what is, if you could sit down at dinner with this individual and ask artist to artist how they feel about something, or what their perspective on an issue you've been having would be, now is your time to ask. We'll continue to hold space until it feels complete. The connection's still here. It's just very quiet. Hmm. 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 And if there are no questions, you can just let me know there are no questions. And we'll check for parting messages and see if we're ready to disconnect. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, good. We have a question. Okay. I'm going to receive this question. How do I concentrate while making art? There are so many distractions. How do I concentrate making art? There are so many distractions. Sending this question up to John. How can we concentrate on our art? So many distractions. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm getting the insight that the state of mind of concentration is a frequency. It's a frequency. You just need to attune yourself to the frequency of concentration. And there's actually a benefit to it being a frequency. You can manipulate your surroundings in order to receive that frequency more readily. And they didn't have this when John was around, but like listening to frequencies, certain frequencies. Going out in nature to receive that frequency may not be practical always, but that is one way. Music, instrument. If you have an instrument, you can play, right? And we do these little jam sessions. We do these little playing around with the instrument before we start getting involved in the actual art making process. We play around with the instrument, attuning ourselves to the thing that we are creating art with. So I'm playing guitar and I'm playing it, and I am just getting to become one with the guitar before I start making art with it, before I start trying to play a song or explore a new rhythm that I want to try. I just play and get in alignment with the instrument. Then we channel together. You are in co-creation and collaboration with the thing you use to make art. Pencil, pen, microphone, you sing, your voice, instrument, body, you dance, warm up. And in the warm up, what you're doing is you're attuning yourself to the thing, to the medium. Play with it first. Let it be loose. Let yourself to dance with your creative instrument, to get in alignment with it, then make art. And if you need a cheat code, music. Music, the right kind of music. Headphones, very stimulating to the right frequency to create concentration. But what concentration is that alignment. It's alignment with what you're doing. So when you're feeling distracted, it's because they're not quite yet in alignment with the thing. So that is how you might create alignment, manufacture alignment by playing with your instrument prior to creating. That was beautiful. Thank you. Open space to any other questions. clarifying or otherwise. Oh, good. Another question. Okay. I don't always know what messages I'm trying to share with my art. I just know that I want to make. Is there a way to see into what I am meant to share? I think it says see. I can't. My little heart emoji is covering it up. Okay. Okay. So I'm clear about the message I'm trying to share with my art. I just know that I want to make. Is there a way to see into what I'm meant to share? Let me see into what we're meant to share, John. Oh my God. Okay, the first thing that's coming through is just lots of compassion. Lots and lots and lots of compassion. I feel like I'm being hugged and loved. That's the first thing coming through from John. Feeling it. Feeling it very, very deeply. I think he really understands and resonates with this question. And you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. He says the answer to your question is in your question. To see what you want to share, to observe your life, see your life, really see it, really see it. See it for what it is, see it for where you're at, see it for everything around you, where you're living, where your situations are with family or friends or relationships, and see it clearly. Share that. Share that as honestly as you can share it. How can you express a heartbreak, a longing? How can you show the world the great loneliness you see outside your window, or the joy you see in a favorite pet? See your life with new eyes, fresh perspective, presence, and you will be inspired. You will know exactly what you need to share. It's also sharing a warning not to, kind of goes back to the beginning message of having your art maybe misunderstood or wanting it to be perceived in a certain way. Can't control that. We can't control that. And so to let go of the need for it to be anything other than what it is. And be profound, right? You want to make crappy art, try to make profound art. You want to make good art, be honest about your life. Be honest about what you see. It'll come, it'll flow, it will emanate from within you. You won't have to think about it. So start with what you see, start with what you feel, start with what you experience on a daily basis. And don't be afraid of the mundane. I'm being shown, in connection to the last question about playing to attune to your instrument, whatever that is, before you start the art making process. And in the playing, get silly with it and just say, I see a window and there's a tree outside and there's a cat in the tree and there's a bark on the tree. And just allow yourself to really get comfortable with the life you live. Make everything profound. There's a little caterpillar on the leaf, and the little caterpillar goes munch, munch, munch. And you just allow yourself to be inspired by your own life. There you're at. Let it rip. And in that, a portal opens, a portal of presence in your heart where you are appreciating everything around you in that moment. And the floodgates of creativity will open for you, and you will have an idea, an inspiration will flow through. And maybe it will be the silly thing, and maybe it will be something that comes after. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you learn to see through your own eyes. Instead of trying to see what you want to see or look for profoundness, appreciate your life for what it is, right where you're at. All the inspiration you need is right there. There you are. That was fun. Oh. Opening the space for any additional questions, clarification, whilst we still have this connection. It's important to try. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Is it important to try new art styles after a while, even when you feel much resistance? I hope I'm reading your questions correctly. I'm sorry. My screen kind of cuts off the end here. Is it important to try new art styles after a while, even when you feel much resistance? Is it important to try new art styles after a while, if you feel much resistance? Okay. That's interesting. I'm receiving the visual with the clown makeup. And the message here is to entertain yourself in whatever way that feels good. Entertain yourself by trying new things, not for any other reason. Not for any other reason. Try it because it sounds like fun. Try it because you just want to give it a go. Try it because, let's see what happens. Get playful with the energy of trying new things. Not as is a rule, you must try new things. You've been doing this for too long. Same old, same old. Where the resistance comes is be forcing yourself to do something. I have yet to connect with any artist that liked being forced to do something. And no, so don't force. Don't force. Don't force. That's why you feel resistance, because you're forcing it. But if you can make it fun, if you can make it seem silly, if you can make it seem like, hey, I'm going to try this thing just for the heck of it to see what happens, then yes, let yourself play. Let yourself try. Let yourself experiment. Let yourself go wild. It doesn't even have to be the same medium. You can play with clay. You can play with instruments. You can play with digital. There's so much. Play with dirt. Just play and see what happens. See what ideas, see when inspiration starts to come through to inspire all your art. No matter what it is. But you must approach it with the silliness of a clown, with the attitude, this is just to try for fun, not to force it to be something you don't want to be yet, because you don't know if you want that until you play with it. And so there's pressure to know before you know, and it's not recommended. And allow yourself to just have fun. Everybody likes to have fun. Nobody likes to be forced to do something like a teacher at school. But yeah, we're going to play. We're going to try new things. Everybody's up for it. Let's be silly. Okay. I am going to begin the disconnection process. Allowing our beautiful, beautiful being, energy, known on this planet as John Lennon, space for anything else they wish to bring forth at this time before we disconnect. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Artists can be so unkind to themselves. Careful of this. Careful of being unkind to yourself. Careful of being unkind to others. Remembering that everyone is going through quite a lot down there. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice to people. And be nice to yourself. It's not easy. I don't know why this is coming through, but he's saying stop drinking soda pop. I don't know. Okay, stop drinking soda pop. I don't know who needs to hear that, but very bad for your teeth. Very bad for you. I am so grateful and thankful for this connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Praise be to the all for allowing this vessel to receive these messages today and transmit them to the Awakened Creators community, present and future. Is at this time I choose to close this circle, expel any energies from my field that are not my own, grounding myself back into this space, into this room, into this floor, into this body, thanking all of my guides, galactic brothers and sisters, ancestors known and unknown, and any and all beings here to assist me on my ascension journey. Thank you so much for your guidance and energetic regulation today. Thank you. And thank you, John. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you.